Hello everybody and welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. On the last episode we finished up the field study task and we came to what's her face's house. And so I'm actually going to go and check and see who else I can play Blade with for now. Crow's here. Let's go ahead and do that.
Alright, let's get started.
Since I do want those points, even though they're not very much.
Go on, draw a card. I'm up
on.
first. Take this.
My, you really...
Same score, gotta redraw. Same score, gotta redraw. I'm up first.
I want to make us redraw again, but I don't want to end up with a really low number versus a really high number.
Same score, gotta redraw. I'm up first. Take this.
This'll work.
You fell for it. You fell for it. You fell for it. No, seriously? Not bad. Oh man, I lost?
What you have left? That too. Where are you, Mackius and Elliot? Well, there's one person in here. Elliot.
Go easy on me, okay?
Alright, I have 2 mirrors.
Okay then,
7.
let's draw! Well, looks like I'm up first. The same score means we draw again, right? Looks like you're up first.
Of course I'm up first now.
The same score means we draw again, right? Well, looks like I'm up first. Bolt!
Alright.
Bolt!
Alright.
Mirror! Really? You're playing that now?
Well, you were playing it.
Really? You're playing that now?
But I do think I've lost this one. I
lost.
didn't lose? What? Oh, you had a 1 left. Ah, and the fact that I didn't have the lightning, you were unable to use it effectively. Because unless I had lightning, you wouldn't have been able to use that to get an even score. Okay. So I think Mackius is still here. Hey, Mackius, take a break and play some Blade.
I'm not going to hold back.
This is a card game. What do you expect to even hold back in the first place?
Well then, go ahead and draw. We're even. We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Yes, sadly.
Now you've done it. Ah, crap.
Okay.
We're even. We'll have to redraw.
I was trying to avoid
We're even.
having a
We'll have to redraw. It looks like you're up first.
Okay, this will work.
We're
Dang
even.
it,
We'll have to
Mackius.
redraw.
It's your evenness.
We're even. We'll have to redraw. We're even. We'll have to redraw. I'll go first then.
Oh, so that's how it is. That's how it is.
Now you've done it. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Looks like I win this time.
I lost. I guess is the worst one. Is the only one who's beaten me yet. Okay, 3-1 isn't bad. Alright, let's go check up on Elisa. That was a pretty balanced game on that one. We kept getting evens.
Hey, Elisa.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, were you worried?
A little, yeah. Seeing you like that just kind of reminded me of that night in Nord.
Oh, right. Oh, I'm so pathetic. I keep going on about how I'm going to be independent, but then I get all worked up over something as trivial as this.
Seeing the city from above at night is really something, though. And to think, you got to take in a beautiful view like this every night growing up.
Yeah, I guess so. It used to be my grandfather, my father, and my mother here. Then after my father died, Sharon joined us. But through the years, my family has always enjoyed seeing the lighted windows of Ruhr at night.
Something that never changed, huh? I guess it is to you what Ymir's mountains are to me.
Maybe every family has something like that. Still, first my grandfather left, and now Sharon and I aren't here most of the time either. Mother just stays here all on her own.
I don't think she cares.
Every time I think of that, I just feel like crying. It breaks my heart. I can't understand why she chooses to be so alone.
I thought so. You're not just angry at her then.
Well, she gets under my skin, that's nothing new. But if I was in her place, I don't know how I'd cope. I couldn't live like she does, losing herself in her work all alone with no friends or loved ones by her side. She wasn't like that before, back when my dad was still alive. She's always been a career woman, but back then she was kind, funny. She had this warmth, you know? But ever since Dad passed away, she hasn't been the same. Work became her life. She pushed Grandfather out as chairman, all for what? More work? I've never seen her indulge herself, not even once. If she isn't dining with some business partner, she eats nutrition bars instead of meals. Sharon scolds her for it, but that's how she is. And that's why I'm scared. I don't want life to just pass her by.
I think it already has. Reem.
That's really sweet, Elisa.
Where did that come from?
You're always looking out for the people in your life. Even when they get on your nerves, you still care about them.
She's trying to look angry, but she's embarrassed.
It's like how you and I were at first, or how you were with Laura and Fee. Heck, I still remember how you told me off for hurting my sister's feelings. You've been keeping an eye out for Milliam all this time, too. And you should know that we're all really grateful to you for it. Especially me. I'm worried about what's happening here in Ruhr, too. This is your home, and your mother might be caught up in whatever's going on. I think we should look into it. What do you say?
What? But with all our field study tasks, where would we find the time?
Like these tasks are gonna be that big of a problem.
Why not do it while we're out handling those? Making some headway is always better than making none, right? I mean, I'm not the only one who feels this way. Everyone else does too.
Ugh.
Fee cares. So does Elliot. Machias does too. Even Crow's been concerned about you. We can use our time in the city to poke around and find out more about what's going on. You know, kind of like we always do.
Well, if you say so, but I'll save the thanks for later. I doubt Sharon will tell us anything, no matter how much we pester her. But I'll ask around and see if anyone I know has any idea what might be going on. It shouldn't be too late to give some of them a call at least.
All right, I'll leave the info gathering to you. Once we get our task list tomorrow, we can discuss how we want to do this.
All right. Anyway, I think I'm going to start calling my contacts. Oh, and one more thing. If I were you, I wouldn't go around stroking girls' heads like that. I mean, you don't just go whispering sweet nothings into any girl's ear, do you? This isn't so different, really.
Huh? Oh, I guess you're right. Sorry, it's something I always did to my sister when she was feeling down. But now that you mention it, she did seem to resent it more as she got older. But when I stopped doing it, she called me insensitive and got all upset anyway.
I think your sister and I would have a lot to talk about. But anyway, I'll see you later.
All right.
So she hated it as she got older, but when you stopped doing it, she hated it even more. Reen, you can't win in this one. You either do it and get yelled at, or you don't do it and get yelled at. No, she seems like she's feeling better now. I just hope our efforts will turn up some good leads. My eyes feel so dry. You wanna know when it's a bad thing? Because when my eyes feel dry, when my eyes are dry, my vision starts to be affected by it. Even though I'm wearing my glasses. It's just weird. It's just one of those things. It lasts for only a little while. Huh. Call functionality works here? I guess it would, seeing you're right in the headquarters of the company that built these. Maybe it's the instructor. Hello, Green Sworger speaking.
Oh, good, it went through. Glad I was able to get your number from Milliam.
Is this Captain Claire?
It is. I apologize for calling so late.
I'm actually glad I can recognize the voices of these characters.
Are you free right now?
Yeah, what's up?
There's something important I'd like to discuss with you. But it's a matter best discussed in person. Would it be possible for you to meet me in the city? Sooner is preferable.
Like, right now? Would this happen to be related to our field study?
Technically speaking, yes. But with the provincial army on alert, traveling in a large group would draw too much suspicion. That's why I decided to contact you directly. You're the team leader.
People keep saying that, but I never recall agreeing to it. But sure, I guess I'll head out right now. Where should I meet you?
Go to the upper level. On the south side of the elevated walkway, you'll see a bar called F. It's a quiet, upscale establishment. The perfect place for a private discussion.
A bar called F on the south side of the upper level. I think that's where I was when the signal thing was.
I'll be waiting. I'm not on a schedule or anything though, so there's no need to rush. You've got time. And by the way, I'd rather you didn't mention any of this to Elisa.
No? Why?
Because what I want to discuss with you happens to involve the Reinford Company. But I'll leave it to your discretion. Anyway, you know where to find me.
It feels a bit cruel to keep only Elisa out of the loop, but it sounds like it's pretty important. I think I better go now and tell everyone else about it later. Well then, let's go. Got no time to be wasting. Actually, I don't know where I'm going. Let me out of this room. Take a chair. Huh. I need to leave, but I don't want to leave the front door unlocked. But if I ask someone to lock up behind me, they'll want to know where I'm going. I guess I might have to tell Lisa where I'm going after all. Will you be stepping out? Oh, Sharon. I couldn't even tell she was there. There's nothing to explain. The glimmer in your eye tells me all I need to know. Not to worry, Masterine. Your secret's safe with me, so enjoy your night to the fullest. Wait, what? You have a date with a fetching young lady, don't you? I'll make sure no one notices you're absent, especially my lady. Just be certain you're back by morning. I assure you, I'm not that lucky. I just got word of this acquaintance of mine who's visiting Aurora. They wanted to catch him a bit, so I was going to slip out and see them for a while. Very well, I'll lock up behind you. I'd also be glad to help you build an ironclad alibi. No one would think twice, even if you were to stay out all night. I appreciate the thought, but I don't think that'll be necessary. Anyway, I'll be back later. She pushes it. Of course, take care. She just likes she likes teasing people. That's what it is. How much you want to bet? That's all it is. Or she just likes teasing Reen. Also, Reen is dense as dense can get, yet he still picks up on what Sharon's saying. Oh wow. It's past 9 already, but I still see quite a few people working. I guess when it comes to the territory, it comes with the territory. Working for the world's largest industrial manufacturer. I guess we can't be going. It stops me.
What was that?
Probably a little bit of being, I don't know. Right, she said she'd be waiting at a bar called M. I suppose it's supposed to be somewhere on the southern side of the upper level. Should I head straight there?
Where are you going?
Fee? I can't recognize
Fee?
everyone's voice.
How long have you been there? Wait, have you been trailing me ever since I left the penthouse?
Well, I saw you slip out. So, where are you going? Are you really headed out for a late-night romantic rendezvous?
What kinds of lies has Sharon been feeding you anyway? Okay, here's what's up.
You can explain how Captain Claire called him and asked him to come over a meeting.
That totally sounds like a rendezvous. Sorry, I shouldn't have interfered.
Whoa, it's not like that. Well, you know everything I know about it now. Why don't you come too?
You sure?
No reason not to. It sounded like whatever info she's got has something to do with our field study. And honestly, I wasn't all that keen on having a one-on-one with a military officer to begin with.
Gotcha. But first, I want to walk around a bit.
After we've been walking around all day?
Whenever I come to a new city, I always like to get a feel for what it's like during the day and the night. I feel kind of uneasy if I don't.
Oh, right.
Must be a Jagger thing.
All right, I'll join you for a little stroll. I don't want to keep the captain waiting too long, though. Will once around town be enough?
That'll be fine. Okay, let's roll.
Fifi. Actually,
By the way, did you happen to run into Sharon on your way out?
She saw me leaving, but she just let me go.
Even the best maids aren't that all-knowing.
oh, come on, Reen. Misterios. I'm trying to decide whether I should head to the diner. Yeah, I'm just gonna head to the diner.
This is where Claire said to meet her, right?
Yeah, this looks like the place.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Well, looks like this is the place. Are we done looking around? After we meet with the captain, we probably won't have any more time looking around tonight. Wait. Because I'm actually curious to see if anything happens. Let's get down the escalator. I don't see anything. Alright. What exactly is this? Moving on.
Wow, this city's got a nice feel at night.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
You don't have to repeat the same line. I think we get it. Just, just give this pop up as soon as we click the door. It's funny because I probably can still actually just go and. But after I step in here, I don't think that's. No, it's at the retire. I cannot really see anything in here. When it's like this dark of an area, I can't see. All right, now I finally contact Claire. Oh wow. Oh, she's wearing an actual outfit. It's a jewel. I guess it makes sense that she wouldn't come here in uniform. The charms of an older woman, eh? I think I'll manage.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Don't worry about it. Oh.
Hi.
Yeah, I kind of ran into her on the way here and told her she could come along. That's not a problem, is it?
Not at all. I assume you've been surveying the town while acting as Rain's bodyguard.
Sounds like you've done your homework.
The intelligence division has told me a little. Anyway, I think we might attract a little too much attention if we stay at the counter. What do you say we get a table for 3?
It's good to see you both. I think this may be the first time we've been able to have a proper conversation. You may be right. I was hoping to get a chance to sit down and talk with you too, actually. Oh, are you sure you don't want me to go? That's not what I mean. I have a lot of questions, like about why Milliam transferred into our class, for example. Well, there's one really fundamental question that would go a long way towards answering a lot of the others. What exactly is it that you and Chancellor Osborne are trying to accomplish? Let's look at that standoff with the provincial army earlier this evening. It's hard for me to feel that much sympathy for them after they drove armored cars right into the middle of the city. But maintaining order in the provinces is generally accepted to be a duty of the provincial armies. Maybe it's just me, but it seemed an awful lot like you were just trying to provoke them by belittling their authority. It did look like your people were picking a fight. Viewed without the proper context, I can see how it might look like that. Right now, the factional conflict in the Empire is nearly at a breaking point. Crossbell is buzzing with talk of impudence. McCalvert is still weathering its immigration disputes and such violating times. There's a very real need to create a far more expansive network to help maintain public order. The organizations that are up to the challenge are the Roman Military Police and the Intelligence Division. That may be the case. Still, your boss is the one whose making conflicts worse. I can't deny that, but it's the very least, the Chancellor is acting with a sense of integrity. He hasn't stooped so low as to give aid to terrorists, unlike some others I could name. I want you to at least understand that. Wait, so, wow, she really said it. So the noble faction's been backing the terrorists, huh? I'm afraid there's no longer any doubt in it. We've all but confirmed the involvement of Duke Cayenne, the most prominent represented of the four great houses. The 3 airships of the Imperial Liberation Front have been traced back to Ortis as well. I'd wondered how they got their hands on those. I've heard the Duke is just a gaudy old man, but just his brother came to pick him up on the ground, didn't he? That's what Tobel told us. And now Rufus just so happens to pop up on another of his secret trips. Captain Claire, what's going on in Roar? And how are Lisa's family and the Rhineford Company involved? I guess it's time to get to the matter I called you here for in the first place. Oh boy, I'm getting hungry. I'm starting to feel it. The Railway Military Police are currently weighing the possibility of a forced inspection of the Rhineford's first factory. Sounds serious. The first factory belongs to one of Rhineford's major divisions, right? Correct. It's one of the major divisions that handles the bulk of the company's iron and steel processing, among other things. They're also currently under suspicion of something I'm not at liberty to discuss with you right now. The two of you are aware that the project management at Rainford is split up across several major branches, right? It is. And on top of that, she's got her hands in development of our architects too. It's way too much work for one person. How many projects does Mother have under her wing right now? Well, I'm afraid I can't give a simple answer to that. But suffice to say, the chairman only knows about a small number of projects in development by the Rhineford Group. Lately, the directors have. Come to think of it, I overheard Elisa and Sharon talking about something like that. For years now, Rainford has been the Empire's heavyweight when it comes to heavy industry and manufacturing. The company is split into different divisions that handle things like steel production, railways, weaponry, and tools. The problem is, those divisions have become too large enough to have their own internal allegiances, some to nobles, with others supporting the reformist faction. Are you serious? So even companies are taking sides. I'm sure Irina Rainford is aware of this to at least some extent as the company's chairman. But the self-supporting accounting system she introduced has the side effect of granting each division a long leash. Because of that, I doubt she has a full grasp of the situation. So the first factory you guys have your sights set on for that inspection is aligned with the noble faction, I assume. You assume correctly, and the Principal Army is doing everything it can to stop us from carrying out that investigation. That's what led to this evening's quarrel. I imagine Chairman Arena is currently doing her utmost to rein in all the divisions and get them back online. The thing is, when she seized control of the company 5 years ago, she had to rely on support from both sides. Being indebted to them like that, I have my doubts she'll be able to target the underlying problem. It sounds shadier by the minute. You can say that again. The situation seems more dire than I thought. And while all of this is going on, the factional conflict keeps burning hot across the rest of the Empire. I've told you as much as I can right now. Tensions are mounting all over the country, but Roar has an extra fuse of its own. Try to gain an understanding of the crisis unfolding here, then do your best to stay out of it. Whatever the lessons Class 7 takes away from this field study, I hope it ends up on the list. I hope that ends up on the list. I wish you best with the remainder of your field study. Please have the bill sent to the Railway Military Police Branch Office in Roar Station. Certainly. Enjoy the rest of your evening. She looks like she looks like a couple ladies that we've seen. Wait, the bill? Looks like she just picked up our tab. She gave us some good intel too for free even. I can't just go running after her now. Looks like we owe her one. So, you like the mature type, huh? She's sort of like Sarah, except responsible and composed. You can say that again. Oh. Must be yours. This one has a weak signal here. Hello, Reen Torture, speak. Reen, what are you doing? Oh, it's just you, Elisa. What do you mean it's just you? Is it true some girl invited you out for a night on the town? Whoa, hold on. A late night date? I thought you only had eyes for me, Reen. Crow, you, oh. No, hold up. It says Sharon written all over it. Anyway, good job, kiddo. You better spill all the details later. He'll do no such thing. Elisa, why are you so jealous? Now, I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Fee was with him too. Still, it was rash of you to go out on your own without at least consulting us. Look at Fee's got a huge smile on her face, ready to head back. Yeah, I think that'd be for the best. Oh, Elisa got all extra jealous. Sharon, you know you weren't supposed to say a word. Told you. Oh, she just gets off on it.
Keep up the good work.
Shut up, Sarah. Meanwhile, north of Roar City.
The time has come. First Hype, then Crossbell, now Roar shall be the third to witness our conviction.
Not if we got anything to say about it.
As you wish.
We'll hit them so hard, they'll be picking up the pieces for weeks.
This time, I think I might get the like machine gun guy. I'm not holding back.
You heard the boss, man. Tomorrow's a red-letter day for us. A real do-or-die moment, in every sense of the word.
All our preparations will be rewarded soon, when we sweep in and take the Chancellor's head. Keep your eyes on the prize, and give it all you've got!
Yeah, woohoo. I'm going to destroy you. I'm going to utterly humiliate you all. The next day of our field study. So either something's going to happen today, or it's going to happen tomorrow. It's usually the last day, though. So tired. The air here is so fresh, especially for a city with this many factories. Must be because we're up in the mountains. I'd say, compared to the capital, the air's quality is pristine. Well, the capital does have a few 100,000 more people living there. Sure is a nice day today, isn't it, Elisa? Not as nice as last night must have been. Not only do you have the wrong idea of what was going on, but you also have no right to be mad. I told you, I'm sorry. You don't need to apologize, Reem. She's the one in the wrong here. Yeah, I bet you are. I cannot believe you. After all those things you said to me last night, you go rushing out to meet another girl. Okay. I will tell you what he said last night. He said that he was going to help you figure out what was behind him, and Class 7 was going to help you figure out what was going on in Roar. He also said that you were looking out for everybody, and they're glad about it, especially Ring. So, what you talking about? The skies might be clear, but I'm sensing a stormy forecast today. Well, all things considered. Even if we assume Captain Claire is trustworthy, I'm not sure how wise it was for you to go out on your own. I know. In hindsight, I regret keeping it to myself. Still, it was pretty bold of Captain Claire to show up alone to meet Irene. Even dressed down. I wouldn't have thought she'd go out alone without the provincial army on patrol. I'm guessing she's more than strong enough to handle herself. Not sure what her weapon of choice is, though. Wish I could have seen her all dolled up, though. Bet she was a real knockout. Come on, that would have put a spring in any man's step. I don't blame you for sneaking out alone. No, it's not like I knew she was going to show up wearing a cocktail dress, I swear. You seemed pretty taken by her when she showed up yesterday, though. And your eyes are glued to her right up until she left us in. Fee, you're not helping. Also, when you see somebody in the same thing like that, like a uniform, like the military uniform she wears, see such a big change, of course you'd be like, what? But anyway, oh really? So while we were enjoying a quiet evening, you were out carousing with a beautiful woman, were you? You son of a, I mean, for shame, Reen. We're here representing the Academy on a field study. Reen, I guess I am the only one on your side. Even Fee has turned traitor on you. I swear, you guys are just making things up at this point. But thanks to the information I got from her, we have a pretty good idea of what's going on here in Roar. And now that we know, we should be able to do something about it. What do you think, Elisa? Yeah, I'm in. So in short, the first factory did something to catch the eye of the railway military police, prompting an inspection. And all the while, the provincial army's been here blatantly trying to prevent them from doing that. Let's not forget, the first factory is run by none other than the noble faction. I know that the division's directors have been operating without much in a way of executive oversight for years now. Mother always allowed it. She thought that encouraging competition among the divisions would yield more innovations. I never thought that would lead to something like this. Seems like the lesser of two evils. By the way, hearing about the first factory made me curious. Do all the other divisions have their own political alliances? Well, to give you a basic idea. Oh boy. This is a bit oversimplified, but of course divisions are made up of many people and they have their own opinions. First factory, iron and steel, large machinery, noble faction, guns and tanks, general oil, armaments, performance faction, orbital communist, battle ordnance, chairman controlled, orbital trains, orbital airships, neutral. But the position of each division directors is clear as day, though. First and second factories in particular have a pretty fierce rivalry going between them for years. But even still, I wouldn't have expected the first factory to do something flagrant enough to prompt a military inspection. Neither would I. Alright, we're gonna do whatever it takes to get to the bottom of this. And when we tie this up all nice and neat for her, even my mother will have to admit she's grateful to us. Sounds like a plan. That's the spirit. Offhand, I'd say this falls under the scope of our field study too. Thanks, everyone. Sounds like we're in for a ride. But buckle up, Crow. Anyway, let's take a look at the field study task Sharon gave us for today. Field study day 2 assigned task. Ooh, we're 3 again. Alright. Crying up for lost milk. Milk is missing. Could you please help us find our beloved little kitty? Any would-be heroes should come talk to me at my house next to the dining bar, blah, blah. Those of us at Ryan 4 Second Factory have developed a new type of orbital gun and may like to have it tested. Speak with me in the RF Farms if you fancy giving it a shot. This one's going to be the most fun. A ferocious monster has appeared on the Nortia Highway. The Nortia Provincial Army hereby requests his extermination. Monster, Hydra. Open area off to the Nortia Highway. Once the monster is eliminated, please report to the soldiers in front of Marquis Rogner's residence again. Fine. Yeah, I think we can handle these. It's still 8 AM, so we have plenty of time to work. Yawns again. Our way through the list. And while we're doing that, we can ask the people we meet about how things stand between reinforced divisions. Look alive, everyone. It's time to get to work. Right. Roger. Gotcha. Everybody turned on Reem. Well, that was eventfully fun. And I'm hungry. That is all the time we have for this episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. If you like this episode, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next episode.